Hey guys, and welcome to a new news episode. So the new Go Battle League season has just launched, and with it came a couple of changes that Niantic announced. Niantic announced that some moves were going to be buffed and some were going to be debuffed. A couple of changes, it didn't say yet the precise stat changes, but now that the new Go Battle League season has started, we can see what the precise changes are. So we're going to start here with Pokeminers. Some updates in preparation for Season 3, check it out. We will. The green clothing and new posts we found previously were just added, so those are most likely the rewards for Season 3 that were announced. For reference, you can see here what the post looks like. Season 3 is scheduled to end on September 14th. The rating adjustments was changed from 90 to 60% for new season, so your rating won't go down as much, he thinks. We'll have to see how that goes. Arceus was added to the ban list for Premier and Ultra. Premier uses the same icon as Master Premier. Okay, so I mean that's interesting. If they feel it is necessary to add Arceus to the banned list, then maybe we are going to see Arceus as a raid boss soon. So we know that we have Kyurem now. We do have a Kyurem raid hour tomorrow, and while we're at it, there is a spotlight hour this evening for Biasol, but it's already confirmed that Biasol will not be shiny. The bonus is double catch XP. So yeah, this evening 6 to 7 Biasol spotlight hour, tomorrow Kyurem raid hour from 6 to 7. But after that, after Kyurem goes away, so there will be Friday that Kyurem goes away, because then the Rayquaza will be in raids. Although we have to see if Niantic decides to completely remove Kyurem, or if they're going to do two raid bosses at the same time, which they do more often. I would be surprised though, because Kyurem has been in raids for a long time. So I would imagine they just put it away and have only Rayquaza spawns. And then after that comes Deoxys, and then a week after that comes Genesect. And then maybe after Genesect we could see Arceus. It's definitely interesting to see that it's already added to the ban list for Premier and Ultra Premier. But yeah, we don't know for sure, obviously. Was there anything else here? No, that was it. Okay, so Go Battle League Season 3 is here with move updates, new guaranteed encounters rewards, and more see it all in our graphic below. So we can see that Drill Pack, the damage was 60 and is now 65. Same changes for PvP and PvE. So PvP means obviously the Go Battle League, and PvE is more for raids. For PvP Brave Bird, it was 90 damage, it's now 130 damage, so that's a huge buff. And then we have the debuff, -3 self-defense is 100% guaranteed. So every time you use Brave Bird, your defense will drop by 3 stages, which is huge. So you definitely want to, if you're going to do 2 Brave Birds, you definitely want to gather enough energy so you can do them in a row instead of doing one and then trying to gather energy for the second one, because you're gonna go down very quickly. But that's a huge damage in extra damage. Hex was energy +11, now +12. Infestation was +11, now +12. So these are kind of small changes. Powder Snow was damage 4, now 5. Blizzards was damage 130, now 140. We can see Flash Cannon required 65 energy, but now it's going to require 70 energy. Small changes. Focus Blast used to do 150 damage, now 140. And Moonblast did have a chance to debuff the opponent's attack. There was a 30% chance, or 1 in 3. But now there is a 10% chance, 1 in 10. So that is a pretty big change there. So it was that every 3 Moonblasts you did, one of them should debuff the opponent, based on statistics. But now for every 10 Moonblasts you do, one of them will debuff the opponent. So that's definitely a nerf to Moonblast. And yeah, most of these moves have only a small change. And then Brave Bird has a big damage difference. Okay, when we go to the new guaranteed encounters, we see Pidgeot for rank 1. Doesn't sound interesting, but maybe it could be useful for the Flying Cup, which is coming. And then Galarian Zigzagoon, which Obstagoon is a good one for the Go Battle League. Galarian Farfetch'd. Rufflet is coming in at rank 8. It's already difficult for some people to get rank 8. And then Scraggy is rank 9, which might not be obtainable for some people. But if you do manage to reach rank 9, then you can get Scraggy from the encounters. 1 guaranteed, and after that it will be in the pool. And then if you are one of those really good PvP players, then you can try to get it Pikachu Libra again at rank 10. And as we know, on rank 10, the pose we just saw, the Green's pose and the Green's clothing, will be for the people who reach rank 10. So the new moves, Braviary can now learn Close Combat. Abomasnow can learn Ice Weather Ball. And that's actually going to be useful to you for the Go Battle League now, Abomasnow. Same goes for Pelipper, is also useful now in the Go Battle League with a Water Weather Ball. And then Empoleon is going to learn Drill Peck, which is going to give it more coverage options. And let's see, what else do we have? For further clarification, these mons are also still in the pool. Skarmory, Litwick and Dino are also still obtainable to receive once you have won enough encounters during a set. Here's the list of rewards that these rewards replaced. So Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, Beldum, Lapras, Metagross, Larvitar, Shield and Stunfisk. If I read this correctly, all of these Pokemon have been replaced, so are not obtainable anymore from the Go Battle League. But yeah, Dino still is, so that's great. So these are the new Mon rewards. So this time they are not talking about the guaranteed. The guaranteed reward is currently the normal form they're saying here, at rank 7. Okay, so these are the ones that get added. So let's say you're rank 1, then these are the only Pokemon that you can obtain when you win enough battles in a set. Once you have reached rank 4, you can obtain all of these Pokemon, but also Dratini and the Galarian Zigzagoon. Once you go to rank 7, these two Pokemon will be added. So once you win enough battles in rank 7, then all of these Pokemon could come out of your encounter. And then when you reach rank 8, Rufflet gets added to the pool. And when you reach rank 9, then Scraggy gets added to the pool. So once you're rank 9, then it's random when you get the encounter, this will be one of these Pokemon. So that's how that works. So apparently, Zigzagoon and Farfetch'd normal forms were rewarded. So let's say you reached rank 4 and you will get 1 guaranteed encounter in your next set. Then when you get a Zigzagoon, it was apparently the normal version, which was an accident. And now it has been resolved. Same goes for Farfetch'd. So if you did hit rank 7 before they fixed that, and you didn't have a normal Farfetch'd yet, then that's actually great. But yeah, it's been fixed now. So that is everything from Pokeminers. So the changes here might not have seemed like much, but they definitely make a difference, and it impacts the Go Battle League meta. So let's see, then we're going to go to PV Poke, who has made a lot of posts, because a lot was going on for the Go Battle League, obviously. We're just going to go through it. Pelipper is going to be good. It wins against Azumarill, Swampert, Registeel, Toxicroak and Tropius. But it does lose against Altaria, Defense Deoxys, Skarmory, Cresselia and Umbreon. But yeah, defeating Azumarill and Registeel is already a big plus. And then Swampert as well, Toxicroak and Tropius. Yeah, Pelipper is going to be useful now. First time. We can see it with Wing Attack, Weather Ball, Water and Hurricane. Then it's talking about the Catacomb Cup. That Abomasnow will be good in there. In Snowy Cast form. The Mamoswine still cannot beat Dragonite. So Mamoswine's fast move got buffed. Let's give me a moment here. Powder Snow it is. So the damage was 4 and is now 5. But he is saying that Mamoswine still cannot beat Dragonite in a 1-shield scenario, but in 2 it is better. Ultra Premier is looking extra spicy now with several new additions, including Huncrow. So Huncrow is going to be used in the Ultra Premier. So if you have some Murkrows in your area, then you could try to get a good one, good PvP IV spread, so you can use Huncrow. As you can see, they put it here at rank 9 for the Ultra Premier. So remember, the Ultra Premier is not the same as the Ultra League. Ultra Premier is without the legendaries and mythicals. And we can see Abomasnow in there and Empoleon with Drill Pack. Drifblim has both great and Ultra League potential. It's either going to take shields, leave opponents vulnerable to being farmed, or convince your opponents to give up switch advantage. So the reason that they say leave it vulnerable is because of the Icy Wind. You can drop the opponent's attack stat. So the next opponent will do less damage to your Pokemon, and you can maybe tank it and then get a lot of energy. So yeah, Hex was also improved. You can see Hex was 11 energy, now you get plus 12. So you get to your charge attacks faster now, which means you can do Icy Wind faster, for example, to debuff your opponent. So those are good changes for Drifblim. They're saying Registeel is still viable. They put it at 11, so it seems to have a big nerf, as Flash Cannon now takes more energy to use it, and Focus Blast does less damage to your opponent, which are the two key moves of Registeel, basically, and its fast move is obviously does no damage at all. So Registeel is still at 11 despite that nerf. But obviously, if you were running a Registeel team, then you should be taking a few extra losses now. Some close matches that you're going to lose instead of win this time. What can we see? Skarmory isn't the only Brave Bird benefactor. In fact, being able to stack Sky Attack plus Brave Birds turns out to be pretty nifty for one other hat honcho. Thanks so much for everyone who joined Alpha Peep and I on stream. I'll be looking to get the site fully updated soon. In the meantime, here's a snapshot at the Great League top 24. Abomasnow, Pelipper, Drifblim, Brave Bird, Skarmory. So we can see it, Azumarill is still best in the Great League. Galarian Stunfisk is still up there, Altaria. Umbreon, Defense Deoxys, Bastiodon. Then we get Mantine is really high up in there. Swampert, so Registeel still pretty good. Then we got Skarmory with Brave Bird, with Air Slash, Brave Bird and Sky Attack. So they completely throw away, which I believe Flash Cannon was the second move, and they replace it with Brave Bird. So it's going for the full flying attack moveset, of which Sky Attack will be not hitting that hard, but Brave Bird will. So you can gather enough energy to use Brave Bird, and then maybe use a Sky Attack. The opponent might feel forced to use a shield because he's afraid of that Brave Bird damage. So yeah, Skarmory definitely got a buff in that way. One was already strong. Then we got Shadow Swampert as well. Abomasnow Shadow is number 12 now, with Powder Snow, Weather Ball, and Energy Ball. So that's going to be interesting to see Abomasnow in the Great League now, for the first time probably. And we got Machamp Shadow is still great. Dialga with that double legacy moveset. So if you have, if you get the Elite Fast TM, you might be able to use it on a Dialga to give it Ice Shard, but remember that you still need to use an Elite TM probably to get Icy Wind as well, to make it really useful. And there was actually a couple of top ranked players who were running a team with Dialga. They were running Medicham and the pre-evolution of Snorlax. Forgot his name for a moment. But they were really successful with that team. So Dialga is definitely a great option in the Go Battle League, but it requires you to use probably 2 Elite TMs unless you have an old Dialga which already has one of these moves. So Raikou Shadow is high up in there. And Shadow Zapdos is also pretty good. So if you got a ticket and you managed to get the Shadow Zapdos, then definitely do not throw it away. It has options in the Go Battle League. Then the Tropius, Whiscash, Cresselia, Vigoroth, Scrafty, Meganium, Swallows, and Pelipper comes in at rank 24, so it's not listed as the top meta Pelipper, but it does have some options. And don't forget that Pelipper is also a flying type, so when that flying cup comes, then we might be seeing some use to Pelipper as well. It kind of depends on what the limit is for the CP for the flying cup. Let's see, what else do we have from PvPoke? So he's saying here, we are live. And if you did want to watch the entire stream, then you can do that. You can go to AlphaVeep here. So you can see here, and they made a stream of almost 3 hours about the whole thing, where they're going through all of the changes and what it implies for every different kind of Pokemon and matchup. So if you're interested in that, you can go to there. Now I think that is probably all that we have to share from PvPoke here. As the other things he said we already went through yesterday. So here, there's one more thing. Fast move desync is a known issue and it is being worked on. The team's working on it, very challenging problem, but doing their best to resolve. Okay, so this is Michael Steranka, and you might remember him from this video, from Developer Insights, which we went through yesterday as well. So he is an important member of Niantic, and he is actually really good at PvP as well. As we can see, can we? I've clicked the wrong button there. Let me go here. As we can see here, he reached rank 10 this season, and I believe last season he was at the top of the leaderboard. So not only is he working at Niantic and working at the Go Battle League, but he is also really good at the Go Battle League, which is hopeful, because if he's good at the Go Battle League, then he understands the mechanics very well, and they might be able to solve it better that way. So that is good to know that they are working on the problems for the Go Battle League. And yeah, that's everything we have to share for now about the Go Battle League. A lot of interesting things going on. We're going to see how the meta is going to develop. I would definitely advise to take a look at the top PvP streamers like Zionic, FB Sticks, and then we have Kiang here, for example. So Kiang made a stream where he's using 150 unique Pokemon for the Great League, which I think is great quality content. So if that's something that you would like to see, then go to Kiang, his Twitch channel. Very good PvP player. Yeah, check it out. Okay, so that's everything related to PvP. It's already a lot of information. But there's one more article that I want to go through today, and that is from the SilphRoad, and it's kind of a weird article here. They're saying bias towards higher Pokedex numbers and special lure module encounters. A Pokedex bias. As previously covered by SilphRoad Research Group, special lure models such as magnetic, mossy, and glacial lures will summon a roughly 50-50 mix of a limited number of predetermined lure type specific Pokemon species and Pokemon species from the local biome. Okay, so I did went through the special lures in one of my episodes. It was actually the preparation for GoFest episode that I talked about lures. So when you have a normal lure, it's going to spawn a certain amount of Pokemon. And when you use one of these special lures, it will spawn double the amount of Pokemon, twice as much. But half of it will be the same spawns as you would also be getting from your normal lure, as they were both spawning spawns from your biome, so from your surrounding. But the other half is related to the name of the lure. So when you have the magnetic lure, you will get certain types of Pokemon related to that. And when you have the mossy lure, you will get certain type of Pokemon related to that, which is going to be grass types and bug and poison types, I believe. And when you have that icy lure, then you are going to get the glacial lure. You're going to get water related spawns. So you get half from your biome and half related to water or something, and that's a couple of Pokemon that are listed. But either way, what I have found is after using a certain amount of glacial, lossy, merge, yes, the 13 Pokemon species that are known to spawn as a result of each particular special lure's element of effect were removed prior to rendering, yes, okay. Lure data collected during special events which boost any of the known 13 predetermined species attracted to each kind of special lure model was also not included. So they're just going through the biome spawns. And based on our previous understanding of special lure modules, the remaining 50% of spawns should match a normal lure module. However, what we observe from all special lure modules is a strong apparent bias towards biome native Pokemon that occur later in the Pokedex. In contrast, Pokemon summoned by normal lure modules appear to display no such bias. The few observed species below Pokedex number 190 from special lure modules are a mixture of event-boosted species, possibly reporting errors, as well as a small handful of verified examples where a Kanto species was drawn to the lure. Okay, so discussion and implications. At this time we are not sure of why this bias occurs, so it might be an error actually. We have to see if they did this on purpose, Niantic, or if it is a glitch. There are some interesting parallels that can be drawn with the nest masking phenomenon that has also been observed to limit or block Pokemon species with low Pokedex numbers in parks and other areas in favor of the nesting species. Further, it is hard to say whether this is a bug or a feature, or whether Niantic is aware of concerning that this masking occurs in cases such as this. While this bias makes for an interesting observation that could potentially lead to future discoveries, at this time we can only speculate as to why it occurs. The bias observed in elemental lures does, however, add further weight to the hypothesis that Pokedex orders plays an important role in Niantic spawn generating algorithms and biome-related databases. The Sylph Research Group will continue to work to understand these mysteries. Until next time, see you on the road. Okay, so let me go back here. There are some interesting parallels that can be drawn with the nest making phenomenon. And what happens if you go here? Pikachu spawns and their relation to Mega Nest. Okay, I'm not gonna read through the entire thing here. Just curious what the second one is going to be here. Spawn tables ordered by national dex number, a hypothesis based on nest making spawns in current GoFest event. Okay, so apparently when you're using a normal lure, then the Pokemon that you will receive are from your biome surrounding, and it will be totally random which one of those is going to be. But when you are using a special lure, you will get them from your surrounding, but there is a higher chance that you will get Pokemon from your biome that have a higher Pokedex number for whatever reason. But this is the SilphRoad research team, and as you can see, they used a lot of lure modules, so you can be sure that they did their work, that they researched this correctly. So yeah, I'm not really sure what we can do with this information, if we think this is useful, if we think we can capitalize on it, make it into a strategy. I don't really think so, but it's always nice to understand the game a little bit better. Okay, so with that article I'm going to end this episode. There was a lot of interesting PvP information today, and I'm sure that more PvP information will be coming out soon as we see the meta for the Go Battle League develop. And yeah, when more information comes out, I will make a new episode, and we'll see you then.